Hey, welcome! Today we are diving deep into something that's, well, absolutely critical for any business that wants to seriously grow. We're talking about how you hang on to your most important customers and not just keep them, but turn them into your biggest long-term drivers of success.
So let's kick things off with the million-dollar question, right? The one that probably keeps you up at night. In this crazy world of global competition, tight margins, and constant change, where does real, sustainable growth actually come from?
Now, you might think the obvious answer is go get more customers, chase new business. But what if I told you that the single biggest opportunity for growth is probably sitting right under your nose already?
To really get why, we need to take a quick step back. For years, especially back in the 90s, the name of the game in business was cut costs. Squeeze every penny, just focus on the bottom line. But here's the thing, you can only cut so much. So now, the pressure is back on, and it's universally focused on the top line, on growing revenue.
And this is where it gets really interesting. See, with all this global competition, expanding into new markets is harder than ever. So the smartest companies are figuring out that the greatest untapped potential isn't somewhere out there. It's right inside their existing accounts. They're zeroing in on that small percentage of customers that, you know the rule, drive the vast majority of their revenue.
Okay, but how you approach these all-important accounts, well, that makes all the difference in the world. And there are really two totally different paths you can take, kind of a clash between an old-school method and a new, much more reliable way of thinking.
The old-fashioned way? It's purely transactional. Just sell them more stuff, send a bigger invoice. It's super short-sighted, and honestly, it doesn't build any real loyalty. The new reliable method is a completely different game. It's all about strategically building a relationship that delivers real, tangible value to your customer's business. And that brings us right to the core premise, the secret sauce, if you will, to succeeding in the 21st century. It's a fundamental shift in mindset that changes absolutely everything about how you look at your key customers.
This quote from Sam Reese just nails it. It's not about your business anymore. It's not about your sales quotas or your products. It's about a deep, committed strategy to make your customer successful.
And here it is, the foundational principle. This is the basic idea behind what's called a Large Account Management Program, or LAMP. The whole idea is simple, but it is so powerful. For you to have a profitable, long-term relationship, you have to make consistent and, this is key, measurable contributions to your customer success. That means you're actively helping them make more money or improve things for their customers.
So why is this shift no longer just a nice idea, but an absolute must? To get that, we've got to look at the new reality we're all playing in today.
All right, lesson one is pretty obvious. Technology changes everything. I mean, information is everywhere, all the time. A new competitor across the globe can find out almost as much about your key client as you know, and they can do it in minutes. And on the flip side, your customers are researching you, your competition, everything. The entire power dynamic at the bargaining table has shifted.
But here's the paradox. Lesson 2. In a way, technology changes nothing. So many companies thought CRM software was some kind of magic bullet. They poured millions into it and got zero return. You know why? Because all they did was use a fancy new tool to automate their old, broken, transactional way of thinking. A tool can't fix a bad strategy. At the end of the day, real, effective human relationships are what still drive the business.
So what's the result when you put those two lessons together? The takeaway is huge. Customers are now more informed, they're more aware of their options, and because of that, they are more empowered than at any other time in history. The power has fundamentally shifted to them.
This new reality means you have to completely redefine your role. You need a new North Star, a new guiding principle for every single important relationship you manage.
And here it is. The one big idea from this entire explainer boiled down to a single sentence. Your success is completely dependent on ensuring their success. It's not a separate goal anymore. It's the cause and effect. This has to be the focus of everything you do. So I'll leave you with this final question to really think about. When your most important customers look at you, what do they see? Are you just another supplier? A line item on a spreadsheet that they could easily replace for a better price? Or are you a genuine strategic partner? Someone who is absolutely essential to helping them win? Because the answer to that question, well, that's going to define your future.